Hi, in this video we are going to see the BigTibus ERP software overall view. So you can see here the first thing comes here is the dashboard. We can see the total sales happened today, total quotation sent, total purchase details, expense details, customers, outstanding and supplier outstanding. And along with that we have some scrolling option, that is the next renewal. For example, if you are selling a product which has guarantee or warranty, or which is need to be renewal for next year, so that notifications can be shared here for which invoice, when is the renewal, so you can mention here. So you have the options along with here. And the next thing is the masters. You have the master details to create the product, create the group for the account system, to create contact master like supplier, dealers, customers, then bank details, expense master, legend master, terms master. Terms master is nothing but the conditions and terms whichever you want to display under the quotation or invoice. So you can create such type of text materials in this terms master. So we'll see one by one first. First we'll start from the quotation. So when you start from the quotation, it comes the sales quotation. You have sales quotation option. You can click add new. So here first comes the customer name. The customer name comes here from the list of contact master. In the contact master you have the option to create customer details. So that customer details are being listed out here. When you select a customer, what will happen is automatically the mobile number, customer name and other details which is relevant to him will be displayed here. Now you have to select the agent name. In case if it is relevant, then enter the employee name who is enrolled to do this particular quotation. Then which province he belong to. By default this particular customer is a local customer who is of the same state, so it is inner. So you bring CGST, SGST, that particular options inside this quotation. Then you have to mention what is the payment mode, whether it's a cash, credit card, check or online payment. If you select anything like bank details, what will happen is you can select the bank name. So this bank name list comes from the bank master, whatever we have created here. And then the check details or card details or NEFT or RTGS. Next comes the date and delivery date. If you want to print the GST, then you can mention it here. And the number series comes along with. Then payment terms and delivery terms you can mention if it is required. Below that you can see here the option to select the product for which you need a quotation. You want to create a quotation. So when we click here, what happens is the existing stock will show here. Now you can enter the stock which is required to make an order. When you enter select the product, so it will show you the rate of the particular product which has been created in the product master. We have product master where you create the product as well as the cost of it. Then when you enter the product quantity, it will multiply and show you the amount as well as the GST calculation also. So you can see the item history. So item history is nothing but the item details which has been purchased relevant to this particular product. So whatever the purchases quotations we have created against this particular product will be seen in the item history. If you want the customer history, where what are the products the quotation has been given on, what is the date, on 3rd month we have given a quotation to the same customer, and what is the cost, everything you can see the history from here itself. So you can see for the particular customer history relevant to the product. And when you come below, you can see here the terms and conditions option. So this is the screen changing option. What happens is when you create a quotation, if you want to provide a set of terms and conditions, you can create multiple set of terms and conditions, and you can select from whichever it is relevant to you. So these are being added from the terms and conditions master. Next comes the total amount of exempted to GST. Then what is the GST, CGST, SGST, what is the total net value, what is the round off amount, any other references, dispatched by, dispatched through, we can provide the local transport details. So once we complete this, we can see an option here to print out the particular quotation. So you can click normal print, and if you want to have an invoice type of print, you can click it here. So this will show you with a type of invoice which is for the calculation part. So you can see the customer name, that is our name and the buyer details and the invoice details, whatever the things we have added, and you can see a description of the good, HSN, SAC code, quantity, rate, CGST, SGST, whatever is relevant you can see here, and you can see the other details of the GS tax details and the company details. So this is the declaration details, so which is for the GST purpose. You can use the same thing in a correct format. So once we complete this, the sales quotation return comes. So if the customer wants a return, so we can provide the sales quotation return to him. So you can select the particular quotation number and automatically it fills out the item and the customer details. So if you want to make a partial return, it's also possible. If you want a complete return, also possible. So sales stock is 7, whatever we have mentioned is 7. Instead, if you want to return only the 5, then automatically for that particular 5 will the return will be created. So you can see here an option to take a print of this. The same thing of the particular invoice we have generated previously. So once we complete the sales quotation return, now comes the sales invoice. So sales invoice, when you click it, it will show the list of invoices we have created previously, and you have to add new to create a new one. So you can create here the sales direct or from the customer quotation. If you are going to create direct sales, or from customer quotation. If it is a customer quotation, you have to select the name and the customer name. So you can see here the select the previous quotations. So you can select the quotation number and it will display the product relevant to that, and you can create an invoice very easily by just changing the quantity which is relevant to that. So the same thing, whatever we have seen previously, all the relevant fields are there. After completing this, so we can see here sales invoice return, that is sales return. So this is the existing return we have done previously. So you can select the bill number to which we want to provide a return. So you can select the name, not this number, and automatically the other details comes here. You can same way you can do a partial return or complete return of the sales. So I'll show you an example of a print. So this is the invoice print. It will show you the proper GST filing format. Okay. So once we complete this, now we go for purchase. So purchase is similar to that. So click add new to create a new purchase. So you can see a GRN-SC. This is a format what is created by the administrator. You can create your own format of the invoice type or purchase type. So you can select the supplier name. Once you click supplier name, the province, the supplier details, and you have to enter the date, when is the due date, payment mode. You can mention what is the payment mode, what is the bill number. If you want to upload any relevant photograph here, you can do that, and you can select the product name for which you want to make a purchase. When you click it, what will happen is you can see the item history and supplier history also. So what are the products we have purchased from this particular supplier, when we have made a purchase, everything you can see in the supplier history button. Same way for this item button, and you can see here what is the rate for the particular purchase, and you can enter the total PO number, that is purchase order number. So when you enter, what will happen is it will provide you the amount. You can enter the discount percentage if it is required, and you can add more products below. So you can add n number of products which is required. So same way, once we complete here, you can see the total amount, the discount amount exempted to the GST, what is the CGST and SGST. If it is a local customer, you can see here CGST, SGST. If it is an outside other than other state, so what will happen is you will calculate the IGST here. So automatically it gets calculated, and the round off also gets calculated automatically. When you save, what will happen is the purchase will be generated. I'll show you a printout copy of that. So this is an example purchase invoice. The supplier name, the invoice number, date, bill number, purchase order, payment mode, what is the particular of the product, and the bank details. So this is the basic format we have created. We can customize based on your requirement also. So once we complete this, You can create purchase returns also. The same way as we told earlier, you can make a partial return or complete return of the purchase. You have to select the supplier name, and to that particular supplier you can select the relevant bill number we have created to him. So automatically it will show the product will be populated below, and you can select the purchase quantity is 100. If you want to return only just 10, you can return 10 out of the 100. So automatically it gets calculated based on the province, that is inner or outer province, based on the master we have created in the supplier master. If it is a local customer, it will create as an inner province. If he is outside the state, it's an outer province which will calculate the IGST. So you can make changes here also. And next comes the opening stock. So when you are using a new software like this, if you want to add a new stock details, so you have to bring out all the product details here. What is the product code? So when you select the product code, it will product name will come, and what is the stock, what is the opening stock, and what is the rate, what is the date you have created. So you can create any number of products in the same screen itself. This is the opening stock. And what is the inventory for the damaged stock? So you can enter the damage number, date, details, and what is the category it belongs to, and what is the product. So what is the stock? 109. Out of that, what is the damaged stock which is found? So in 109 there are some 10 defects, so you can add 10 defect damaged stock. So this is nothing but a reminder. In case if you want to set a reminder to your customers that, for example, if your sales invoice after 200 days, you should need to make any notification to the customer that you have to make a renewal of this invoice, you can make this settings. So for example, this particular invoice number 2, so you have to make for 60 days. After 6 days you need this particular invoice to be renewed. So for that you can do that, and all the reports will have the export to Excel sheet. So this is a reminder. Now comes the accounts. So in payment voucher you have the option to create a payment voucher. So you can select the ledger name. So these ledger names can be created in the ledger master itself. So ledger master and type of ledger, whether he is a customer, supplier, agent, capital subsidy, bank, everything you have the option. So ledger name, ledger type can be selected, and you can provide the net amount for which you want to make a voucher. For that, once you click or create a voucher, what will happen is you have to make an approval. So this is a role based one. So you can share this particular screen to an accountant where he raises only the voucher. This voucher should be approved by the administrator. Once it is approved, what will happen is you can generate a payment here itself. So there is an option here, payment directly, or you can generate a payment from this particular voucher itself. So when you click, what will happen is it will show you so for example, see this voucher, apply payment against the voucher has been created, and the payment will come here. So when we create, what will happen is, what is the particular supplier name? For supplier we have multiple invoices that we have to make some payments, right? So you can make payment in a net amount. So these are the outstanding payment we have to make it. So for these 3 bills you can split a particular amount into 3, or you can pay only for 1 bill alone. Then comes the receipt. So what are the payments we have received can be added here. So you can select customer, dealer, supplier. For return you will be getting from supplier or something like that. So we can select the particular customer name. In case of customer, you can select that, and automatically it will show you what is the net amount you have received from him, and what is the type of GST, GST inclusive or GST exclusive, and what is the tax amount. So if you select the tax amount, it will show you the receipt number, and you can enter the amount what you have received for, or you can select some other customer name. You can see the records which has been built up previously. And you can mention the payment mode also, whether it is cash or check, for which we have received the payment. And once we complete the receipt, then comes the journal entry. So you can enter the journal entries for which what is the debitor, what is the creditor. So you can enter the accounting process, everything here. Automatic narration will be created for the receipt as well as. So checkbook is nothing but the series of numbers to be tracked from. So for example, SBI, we have a checkbook of 150001 to 150050. So whenever you are creating any payment mode through the check, then you can it will comes like this. I'll show you an example. So for example, in case if you are selecting any ledger here, you have to select the payment mode like check. When you enter the check, what will happen is you will select the bank name and what is the check number you have issued for this particular transaction. So automatically BRS can be tallied from here. So once you do this accounts complete. So all the reports like GST report, sales analysis report, all the reports are available here. Sales stock analysis report, inventory, group report, accounting report, from cash till the balance sheet, everything is available here. Then comes the sales report, purchase report, what is the outstanding, everything can be seen here. Along with that, I would like to show you that you can prepare the GST details here. So if you want to submit GST, I'll show you. So GST portal report will bring you all the required. So you have to select the from and to date, and you have the option to generate the Excel. So you have to generate the Excel sheet. Once you generate the Excel sheet, what will happen is you have to generate the GSTR JSON. So the generate GSTR JSON will provide you a JSON file which can be directly uploaded to the portal itself. Automatically GST will be posted there. So you have the option here for GSTR3B JSON. So you don't need to make anything additionally. All the options are available in our software itself. So you have multiple options in the software to support all the CRM details like customer management, outstanding and accounting, inventory, everything is completely available in this software. If you want an additional customization also we can provide, and if you want a detailed demo, you can contact us through this WhatsApp number like 9123515998. So once you contact us, we'll share you a complete demo, one-to-one demo through online. We'll clarify all your queries. Thank you.